Well, some of you might know, some of you might not. I don't celebrate Christmas. I have other holidays that I celebrate. Like, for me, Christmas Day is just kind of another day. There's not anything real special about it or whatever. Many years ago, my wife and some of our friends, we used to have a tradition where we would just, like, order a whole bunch of Chinese food and, like, get a bunch of stuff to, like, make cocktails and stuff, and we would just hang out all day, like, drinking cocktails, eating Chinese food, and watching movies. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Nowadays, not so much. There's not really... There's very few people left that we... Well, now let me change that. There's nobody really left that we see on a regular basis anymore. Nobody that I'm like, well, I can't drink anymore. My wife stopped drinking a long time ago because it did bad things to her with her bipolar and the depression side of things and whatnot. So she doesn't drink anymore. There's a good chance that if there is a Chinese place open, we will probably order a bunch of Chinese food and hang out or something. But I was considering streaming. I didn't know if anybody would be here or whatever. I didn't know if anybody would be around, but I was kind of thinking to myself, I was like, one of the things that I was doing when I started this channel, and I decided, and I was deciding on, like, the time frame that I wanted to stream in and everything. One of those things was, I wanted to be here for people who were like me, that had, stuff going on, that were disabled for whatever reason, that didn't have things going on during the day, that, were home alone, lonely, whatever. And, I'm kind of thinking to myself, and I'm like, Christmas Day kind of fits that description for some people. There are some people out there that they don't have any friends or family left or anything like that. And for them, Christmas Day either might just be another day and, it doesn't pass as anything special for them, or it just might be a day that is just downright depressing for them. And, they don't have anywhere to go. They don't have anyone to spend any time with or to hang out with. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, maybe that's a really good day to actually be live. Maybe that would be a great day to be live, because then anybody who does fall into that category, I would be able to offer them somewhere to go and something to be a part of for the day. Seemed like a good something that would probably be a good thing to do. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of there being anybody out there that is home alone that day and they've got no one to, like, spend the day with. They've got nothing going on. Or anything like that, especially if, me being live and offering a place for people to come and not be alone. Like, if there is any chance that that could make a difference for anybody, I kind of want to, I kind of want to be able to do that. I kind of want to be able to, I want to be able to be here for that kind of thing. So, I don't know. I'm going to talk to my wife about it and see what she thinks. Ultimately, the day does still have like a little bit of, you know, special stuff and whatever for us, because it is a day that we have always traditionally spent, at the very least, ordering a bunch of Chinese food, hanging out and watching movies and stuff. So we'll see what happens, but if the option is there for me to be live and everything Christmas Day, I will there is a chance that I will be live on Christmas Day. So that's that. I'll keep everybody apprised of that possibility on Discord. So if you want to keep up with that, that is the place to do it. Other than that, I don't think there's, well, I'm going to say it again. I know I've already said it a few times, but I'm going to say it again. I don't think there's anything else that I really have, you know, that I wanted to talk about or anything. So I am going to move us on over into the game. Let me get there's the sound back for that. And then we're gonna do the thing. Zip. We'll say goodbye to our music. There it is. Play. Gektopia, looking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful looking planet, if I do say so myself. So let's load it up. And we'll see where we're at, where we need to get to, and all that other good stuff. So let's see, taking a look at things, we are at trees, we are making our way to insects. As you know, we have our stream mascot, or our playthrough mascot, Theodore. If I could name Theodore, I would totally name Theodore, but the game does not give me the option to name Theodore, and therefore Theodore will just continue to unofficially be Theodore. Eventually, Theodore will be placed in the magic bug machine, and Theodore will be reborn as a beautiful butterfly to go on and do beautiful things here on our planet. Let's get back over here, check the rest of the screens. So, heat is flying. Pressure and oxygen are just kind of there. Biomass is doing pretty decently. It is quite clearly moving. The overall advancement between stages is definitely moving in a noticeable manner, mostly because of that heat. That heat change is tearing it up. Power is still problematic, but we should be getting much closer to our nuclear fusion. Once heat reaches the 750 mark, then we will get our nuclear fusion generator, and let me tell you, the game becomes something completely different once you have that monster. Because that thing is an absolute monster once you have that. We're talking about, like, so I think I made the comparison last time, but we have currently nuclear reactors that generate 331.5 kilowatts per second of energy. If I remember correctly, this guy right here, the nuclear fusion generator, produces something like 1,457 kilowatts of power per second. It's ridiculous. Like, basically, you'll make 2, maybe 3 of these, and you are done with power for the rest of the game. That's it. You're good. You don't have to worry about or think about power anymore at that point. you are good to go. Another thing I am looking forward to getting is eventually we get aquariums. I love aquariums. I am a giant aquarium nerd. I absolutely adore aquariums, and I am so very much looking forward to having aquariums in the game. I find it interesting that you learn how to make a teleporter before you learn how to make an aquarium. Just an interesting thought, but yeah, I find it really interesting. So you could build an incubator, but you will learn teleportation technology before you will learn how to make an aquarium. That one's a little odd. I find that one a little odd. But we get water filters. We get a water filter at 7 GTI. These are great, by the way. This is basically the game's version of having a life straw. And I don't know if you're familiar with the life straw or not. But if you're not, go look it up. It's kind of a neat survival. I don't want to call it a survival gadget, because calling it a gadget does not do it justice. It is an amazing survival tool, which allows you to pretty much safely drink water from just about any source, so long as I think it's like not irradiated. As long as it's not irradiated, you can drink water from just about any source with a life straw. It's like, it is an absolutely game-changing thing for the world, and they've been around for a very long time too. But yeah, this water filter right here, this is kind of the game's version of that. So at this point, once we have that, we will be able to drink any water from any source and we'll be good to go. So the days of lugging water bottles around will be over. That being said, I'll still probably keep one or two with me just in case, but yeah. We're gonna get tree spreaders. I don't think I've built any tree spreaders yet, and I should really look into those. Like, there's flower spreaders, and maybe that's what. So grass, flower, tier 2 flower. Maybe the tier 3 tree spreader is, maybe that's the tier 3. Maybe T3 is tree spreader, because I don't have anything in here that is a tree spreader. But looking forward to being able to take those and like be like, boom, there's a patch of trees. Go. Like, that's just a really cool thing. I want to be able to do it. All right. Let's see here. So what do we need right now? What is kind of like our focus? What are we trying to accomplish? Well, we need to get oxygen and pressure increasing. We put these flower spreaders out, which, by the way, these are looking great. These are looking great over here. We've got flowers all over the place. They look beautiful. Our car is now parked in a lovely little field of flowers. Like, this whole area is just like, look how great these are. That's just beautiful. I think there's a lot of trees and things that have grown like in the camp over here. I'm wondering if there's like any way to get on top of those, because it looks like right here where my reticule is, it looks like there's like a little branch here that could cross there. It looks like something you could wander across and explore up there. There's definitely some things we're missing. We do not have the ability to make explosives yet. which is a key item for getting into certain things and exploring. We do not have... oh god, what's the other thing I'm trying to think of? There's a tier 4 jetpack. Tier 4 jetpack that we don't have yet. That would be really nice to have. Like, because Zoom, like, who doesn't want to go fast? All about that going fast life. Harvest some beans. Let's go check our stores of stuff, because one of the things that we're going to be needing a fair amount of, or that we are in need of, is osmium. We are very light on osmium, and one of the things that we need to build is an ore extractor. This tier 2 ore extractor. So 3 osmium, 1 super alloy rod, and 2 iridium rods would make us one of those. That would also work for us in the realms of more heat and more pressure. Unfortunately, the energy needed to make one of those and have it be a functional thing is way more than we can support right now. So even if we have the stuff necessary to make one, which we do not have the power reserves to do so, which brings us once again to the idea of, damn it, we need more uranium, we need more power. And that's why I was beating the life out of trying to get heat increased as quickly as possible, because we need to get to that nuclear fusion reactor. That nuclear fusion generator is, it's going to solve a lot of problems for us. It is going to be the fix for a lot of issues. Actually kind of wondering, how many things is this? These take 8.5. How many of them are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to do some, like, quick little bit of math here. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to do the math. What I can do is I can go look at my power grid, computer. Tier 3 drills. These are using up 68 kilowatts per hour. I know they do approximately 18 pressure each. So let me grab 18 times 8 equals 144. Now where's a tier 4? A tier 4, we wouldn't be able to build it anyway. Makes way more pressure than that, and uses a lot less, and uses a fair amount less energy. I could legitimately erase a bunch of those and build another one of these guys, to regain a reasonable amount of power, not a huge amount. The problem is I only have 3 osmium. It's 3 osmium to make these, and I kind of need that osmium for the drill. Which, that drill that I want to build, the first one of those is going to go, most likely into the osmium cave, so that it can generate more osmium, so that we can then make more drills other places, so that we can then get other things that we need. We are quite literally just waiting for the waiting for the heat to get far enough along that we can make the fusion reactor. Which, speaking of, what would I need to make one of these? 3 super alloy, 2 rods, and an explosive powder. I might be able to go over and build 1 more of these. Yes, I can make 1 more of those without shutting the grid down. So you know what we're about to do, don't you? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Explosive powder. Fuck. Alright, explosive powder is 2 sulfur and 1 iridium, which I don't have any iridium in that. We can do this. We can do this. I know where I need to go. I know where I need to go to get the things that I need to make this happen. I can do this. I just need a singular iridium, which I can easily get here. Assuming that, you know, my left click works and I am allowed to mine things. Yeah, iridium is never something I'm going to be having a problem with getting, because even if this cave dries up and I don't have more here, we have the lava zone unlocked and I can go over there and there is iridium for days over there. So, yeah, not a problem. Unlike uranium, which is exceptionally limited. Unless, of course, you're smart, you think ahead, and you put one of those tier 2 drills in there early on. And then, you know, obviously you're mining the stuff, it's not a problem. But, yeah, I wasn't able to think about that ahead of time, and we didn't make that happen. That was not a thing that we were able to do. One of those things for, you know, one of those things to remember for another playthrough. You know? It's like, oh, you unlocked that? Immediately go take one of those over to somewhere where you can get, whatchamacallit? And drop in there. Like the first 2 of those that you can build, it's like put 1 in a cave with uranium, put another in a cave with osmium, and call it good. Because that's where you need them. Those are the first 2 places that you need them. Granted, most of the time, I think you won't you won't be able to think of things. You won't be able to remember things and stuff, and it'll be kind of whatever. Is there any sulfur left in here? There's usually at least a little bit, but I don't think it comes back. Yeah, no. Alright, I'm pretty sure I have some back at the house anyway, so let's head on over there before we run out of oxygen and die. Because, you know, that doesn't work well for anybody. Death is generally not a thing that is going to be beneficial in any way, shape, or form. No worries, game. I'm on it. I'm on it, doggone it. Oh, let's see. Sulfur. I only have 1. Alright, car, let's go. Hop in Captain Zoom and zoom on over. I forget how I did it or where I did it, but I did find a spot where you could actually drive the car up the wall here. There it is. That'll work. Okay, you don't want to work. Oh my god. I just drove you up a wall that was almost, you know, freaking 90 degrees, and then I try and drive up this little thing, and it's just like, nope, can't do that. That's a no. Like, car, you are going up this. You might not realize it, but you are going up this. Or maybe you're getting stuck. That could be a thing too. Oh shit. I didn't mean to get out of the car. There is a spot somewhere. Or at least I thought there was. I drove through here before. I got the car up in... Oh, you know what? I know what it is. God damn it. I'm being dumb is what's happening here. It's a good thing that this is an indestructible vehicle. Because, oh my god, if I had to make regular repairs on this thing, I would be out of materials all the goddamn time. I would so be out of materials all the freaking time. See, I just needed to come up here. I'm just being ridiculous and derping. Of course we're going to grab the iron because we always need more iron. Hey, look, it's another one of Theodore's friends. Game's so buggy. You know? There's just bugs everywhere in this game. Look, here's another one. So you get to a certain point in this game, and there's just bugs all over the place. It's crazy. It's almost like they want you to make bugs. Always take the iron, because it is one of those resources that you will never have enough of. Even when you think you have enough iron, you don't have enough iron, just keep getting more. This is the way. What, my inventory is... Oh, because I never dropped the iridium. That was ingenious of me, right? GG me. Way to think ahead. Good thing I have this massive inventory that I can dump things into. Refresh the oxygen real quick. Okay, I have some water. Do I have water on me? Oh god, I hope there's water in here. Yes. Go me. Way to think ahead, self. Way to think ahead. Or way to use your head. Right, they just saw... Yep, there it is. Okay. Also, fun thing for y'all. I did get around to something earlier today that we've talked a little bit about here and there. So if you've been looking around in things, you may have seen that there may be something of interest. Hello? Ooh. Aluminum. I don't think I need the aluminum. I think I have plenty of aluminum right now. Anything up here? No? Okay. Nothing. I believe sulfur regenerates too, so I don't think sulfur is something that I need to specifically come over here and put a drill in for. It probably couldn't hurt to have one. But I did notice in my other game that even with the tier 2 drill, like, it will let you drill for things that are for certain materials, but you can't actually, like, get it to not drill for additional things. Like, I could put a drill in here and it will drill and it will get me sulfur, but it's also going to pull up a bunch of other stuff as well. So it'll pull up all the common, like, you know, iron and cobalt and magnesium and silicon and whatever else. So I do find that bit a little annoying. Especially when you're going for something very specific. But, yeah, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I was like, I built the first one of those and I was all excited because I built it in the osmium